What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So, as requested, you guys want to see more MicroStrategy content, so ask and you shall receive. And we're going to keep it pushing. So, let's take a look at MicroStrategy today. Well, it looks like it has increased in price. Price was trading once all the way up to the 267.89, and it closed at the 258.24 today. So it did increase and then sold off. So it's still finding some sort of resistance, and some people are taking profit at this measure move target at the 258.24, and also that's where the yellow channel top is at. So I connected the swings on the bottom. Let's say we don't even have the top, right? Let's say we have a trend line. You connect the swings on the bottom, 1, 2, 3. You drag it up to the prior high, and look what happens. You get a rejection right at the top of the channel, which is predictable. So, and it's overextended from the EMA as well. So we have three reasons why price should be dropping. The first one, price reached the measurement target, which can be temporary tops. Price is at the top of the channel, which normally sends price to the opposite side of the channel, something like this. And also, we're overextended from the EMA, and price does not like to be far away from it. It acts like a rubber band, like right over here, and even to the downside, it will snap back to it. So there's three reasons right there. And with that earnings report coming up, I wouldn't be shocked to see a large move down due to that overextension in the price. So the technicals are telling me it looks like we could see a drop occur. But again, it's not always guaranteed. Sometimes you think everything's lining up for a drop, and then all of a sudden earning comes out and you just see a gap up. Like you might see it up to the freaking $300 level. So sometimes, the earnings report and technicals, it's not a high probability, to just say that, hey, everything is favoring the bears. We're going to see a gap down. But sometimes you do see that gap up. But I would say, if I were to say based on the technicals where I think prices are going to go in the near term, I would say more likely towards the downside. That is the more common occurrence to have for this type of setup. But again, with that earnings report, sometimes it could be a wild card. And if this momentum is strong, which it definitely is, it could just gap up outside of this channel, especially since price is still above this bullish trend line right here. So the momentum is getting stronger and stronger, but it will come to a peak eventually. So let's take a look at intraday price action. We'll look at the 15-minute. What is the intraday telling me? It looks like market open right there. Basically gapped up, quickly came down to fill in the gap almost. Went a little bit higher in the short term, dropped down, and most of the day was spent trading sideways from the prior day's close. So not a significant change, especially for this stock from the prior day close. Kind of just sideways trading. Mostly people probably getting out of their long positions or trades before the earnings report. They don't want to be holding on to anything, especially with the big news event coming up. So earnings report looks to be coming out sometime market close, and we'll see what happens from there. So I want to overlay Bitcoin's chart on here. You can see the Bitcoin against the dollar. Let's go and change the color. Let's go and make it black. So we have Bitcoin's chart against MicroStrategy's chart. And you see that Bitcoin is barely taken out its 2021 highs, and MicroStrategy has definitely exceeded its 2021 highs by a large amount. So it correlates with Bitcoin, but all at the same time, it's not 100% correlation, because at the end of the day, it's a company, right? So it has more risk. It has employees. It has overhead costs. It has, all these losses and stuff like that. Shareholders it has to take care of. Board members, CEOs. So there's a bunch of more risk involved. That's why it's more volatile, and that's why you can get more, but also it's a double-edged sword, right? You can get more out of Bitcoin by buying MicroStrategy, but you can also lose more as well if you get it at the wrong time. So it's all about timing and knowing when to get in and when to stay out of your position. So MicroStrategy definitely correlates with Bitcoin, but it's not 100% correlation. As you can see here, Bitcoin hasn't taken out its 2021 highs by a significant amount. MicroStrategy has. Even if we do see a large gap down, Bitcoin can also still continue to maintain its bullish bias in the market. even if that earnings report is bad. So we could definitely see a divergence between Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. But then MicroStrategy might pick up. Obviously, it might catch up later on, especially if we do see that drop. So that's all I have on the daily chart. So I'm expecting a sell-off to take place, but again, I wouldn't be shocked to see a gap up. It could definitely occur as well. So let's take a look at the weekly chart. Very bullish. It looks very strong, but super overextended from that EMA and at resistance levels, which can lead to a large decline. It's not guaranteed though. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the log chart. Here's a log chart, and you can see that looking at the log chart, there's still room to the upside, by a significant amount. If you adjust the channel on the log scale, so if you fit it like this and like that, you see there's a lot of room to the upside. So again, it depends on how you look at the chart. It tells me that either way, there's still going to be a lot of upside potential for MicroStrategy in the future. Let me take a look at a potential measure move target. Like I said before, it's we have one large leg right here. This was the second leg. Measure move target met and exceeded. So that's all one large leg right there now. Second leg up. And this was, like I said before, $4,000 for MicroStrategy. Possibly at the end of the Bitcoin bull market. Maybe not that much, but in the longer term. It looks like 2030 possibly. Either way, probably a very long time away for most people, but we're very close to the prior all-time high. We'll probably take that out, maybe even this year or even next year at the 324, 325 level. So I'm expecting $500, to be reached sometime in the short term. So all I have for MicroStrategy and the daily weekly charts. We'll see what happens after the earnings report. We'll have a better idea of where it's headed in the short term. But as right now, it looks like it's setting up for a potential drop to occur, and I would not be shocked to see it. So we'll see what happens. That's all I have for MicroStrategy and the daily week charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.